Hi guys. I wanted to make sure it was recording. That's why it was like I had to turn it around to see if it was recording. But anyways, I thought I'd make you guys a vlog to let you guys know that I made it through Christmas. Are you making fun of me, Sherm? I made it through Christmas. I expected to be home all day crying and being alone until Sherm got home around 3, probably in the morning. But that didn't happen. But let me not start there. Let me start at the beginning with Christmas Eve. Alright. Christmas Eve. Well, Dad and Jody was having a party at their house, at their trailer, and they invited us, and I really wanted to go because they said all the kids were going to be there, and I really wanted to see all my nieces and nephews. But Sherm wasn't feeling well, and he also reminded me that their trailer has steps that you have to go up to get into the house, so I cannot do steps, so that made it very clear right then and there that we would not be able to go, because I cannot do steps at all with the way my knees are. I can barely do the little step off and on of the curve out here that I gotta step down or step up on, which is maybe 3 or 4 inches or so on the sidewalk when I gotta get in a vehicle. But so we didn't get to go there, but when Abby and them got home, I called Abby and I asked her if she had fun and everything, and she said yes. And I said, did Papa say when he was coming here? Because I figured it'd be Christmas, because that's when he usually comes. And she said, I don't know. And then I was getting ready to do the Bible video when I got done talking to Ab, and I heard a knock on the window. And I knew it was Dad and Jody because they're the only ones that knock on the window. And Sherm goes out and unlocks the door, because the side door is always locked now. And in walks Dad, Jody, and Ronnie, which is who I was expecting when they came. Sometimes just Dad and Jody by themselves. But then here comes Shelly, one of my sisters, and my nephew Cohen, Shelly's son, and Shelly's new boyfriend, which for the life of me I cannot remember what his name is. And that really super shocked me, because the last time I seen, because Shelly, really doesn't have much to do with me, and the last time I seen her was when Kinsley was probably like a month old, when she came out with Melly to get Kinsley, when we kept her for the weekend. And when she tried to get me to take her dog, and I said no. And the last time I had seen her before that was years ago. So yeah, that really super shocked me there. But we all had a really nice time. I thought we did anyways. And they stayed for a while, and we had a good time. And they said Ab knew it too. They said, Ab didn't tell you was coming. I said, no, I swear she didn't. And I was like, oh, I forgot. Sounds like Ab. Check this out, guys. Look at my screensaver. Oh my, this is on my laptop. Wouldn't it be cool if you could pop those? I changed that the other day, and I just thought it was really cool. Ow. But that's what we did on Christmas Eve. And then that night when they left, I got to give Cohen. We got to give Cohen his present in person, since he was here, and I sent Melly and her kids' presents home with them, so they could get them. Did she say anything about the kids and their gifts, Sherm, when she's here? That's another story. That night when they left, I made 2 cheese balls, and I made some meat roll-ups for Sherm and I to snack on during Christmas because he decided not to go to his mom's. Not because of me, because I made him promise it wasn't because of me, because I told him I would be fine. I told him to go because he goes every year, and I just like it better when we have our own vehicle when he goes, because he can come home when he wants to. Because when one of them has to bring him home, it's always like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning the next day. And I know it's done on purpose. But, yeah. He decided not to go this time because his stomach was hurting. That's why we couldn't go to Dad and Jody's Plus because of the steps. And, so we just stayed here and snacked around and waited on, his mom said that his stepdad was going to come bring, his gift sometime Christmas Day night. And, you know, hours and hours and hours go by, and sure, I said, call down there, see if they're still coming, you know. And he called, see if they're still coming, yes. Called again, hours later, he's still coming, yes, he's still coming. He ended up, Sherm's stepdad and his cousin, they came in this time, which they usually just stay in the parking lot, they don't come in. His mom didn't come though, she never does. But, they came in, and it was after 1 o'clock in the morning when they got here. See what I mean? About how late Sherm would get home, and it'd probably been later if Sherm was down there. And they exchanged presents and whatnot, and then we went to bed. Well, the next day, when Dad was here on New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, he's like, you know, Christmas Day they're having a party at the VA. Because Dad and Jody run the VA golf course at the VA in Chillicothe, and they were having a party there on Christmas Day. And they invited us, and I said, no, you guys, I really don't feel like, you know, going out. Just go ahead, don't worry about us, we'll be fine. And well, Dad said, regardless, we're bringing you food, whether you go or not. So I said, that's fine, you know. And Jody was supposed to bring it, she told Sherm. And so I talked to Dad that morning to ask if he could bring some, stop and get some Pepsi for us, because we were out, and I'd pay him back. And he said, you know, he just got some at the VA, and because he stocks up machines there and sells pop and candy and all kinds of stuff in the vending machines. So he's got sent us some pop from there. And I was expecting Jody, because that's who they said was coming. So I told Dad, I said, I'm going to go ahead and go lay down because I'm getting a migraine. And I said, Sherm's here waiting on Jody. And he said, okay. And again, Merry Christmas. And so I went and laid down. And I don't know how many hours it was later. You know how it is if you go through migraines. I don't know what time it is when I got up, but then I came in here, and I asked Sherm if Jody had came, and Jody didn't come. Melly came with Ronnie and Kinsley. And I missed it. I missed seeing them. And Sherm said he got to hold Kinsley, and she was just smiling and wasn't crying or nothing. And Melly told him that you're the only guy that she actually smiles for, Sherm. And Sherm said she was crawling all over the place. And I didn't know she was crawling yet. Sherm said, yeah, she was crawling all over. And she's got big, beautiful brown eyes. I seen some pictures of her on Christmas Eve when Shelly was here. She had them on her phone. And Sherm's seen her, and she's got big, beautiful brown eyes. And I'm so glad. I hope her hair turns dark too, but regardless, she's gorgeous. I just love brown hair and brown eyes. I've always wanted brown hair and brown eyes. I just think they're gorgeous. But, oh, I wish Sherm would have took a picture of her for me at least. I didn't get to see her. But I hope all the kids liked their gifts that I got them. So, I miss seeing them. But that day, we just chilled out the rest of the day. And, like I said, Sherm's stepdad and His cousin came later, well, after 1 in the morning. But, so that was our Christmas. I hope you guys had a good one. Now, if I haven't responded to anybody on Facebook, or I don't respond in a timely manner, like quickly, I apologize. I am not mad at anybody, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not ignoring you. Some days I just haven't felt like getting on there and reading messages or writing back because I have not been feeling good at all. My leg is infected. Okay? Really bad. And it's really wearing me down. I've been throwing up, diarrhea, which I had diarrhea really bad tonight. Stomach is hurting so bad tonight. It's eased up a little bit now, but it still hurts. It's eased up a lot, but it still hurts. I still got diarrhea, and I feel so nauseous, but it's better too because I took some Pepto. But my leg's infected. I put a paper towel on my leg last night when I went to bed, and this morning when I got up to take it off, it was soaked with pus. So I can barely like wobble around because it hurts so bad and it's so infected. So yeah, it's really wearing me down. Like at night, sometimes I can go in there and I can just like pass out and go to sleep. And then other nights, like last night, I'm awake like every 2 hours. I was awake at 2, I was awake at 4, I was awake at 6. Then I finally just get up, and then when I come in here and come in the room, I fall back asleep and fall asleep in my chair. So then I go in there and lay down, and I get up and fall asleep in my chair again, and fall asleep again, and fall asleep again, all day long. I cannot stay awake, and I've been still running a fever, and I know it's the infection, and the infection's just really wearing me down. So if I haven't wrote you guys back, if you write me, that is why. I just am not feeling very well right now. Trying to get this infection under control on our own. Because I don't have any antibiotics or anything. I haven't been to the doctor for it. So I'm just trying to, I don't know. I'm just trying to take care of it on my own. But, yeah, it's pretty infected right now. So, anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that. And let you guys know about Christmas. And Mom and Ab was here today. They came out to bring some stuff that Cindy had. Because Cindy couldn't come because she's still sick. And my Aunt Pat is sick. And Ab's boyfriend was sick with pneumonia and mono. And he is back in Children's Hospital tonight. The doctor hadn't came in to see him yet. Last I had talked to her, which was about a couple hours ago. And because he has got worse. So I don't know if they're keeping him or what's going on. And then a friend of the family, she's not sick, but she's bleeding really bad, and she had a surgery to make her not bleed as bad, for her period, because she bleeds so bad. She had to have a blood transfusion. Well, today they shipped her to Gallipolis, and they're doing a hysterectomy on her tomorrow. They've already done blood transfusions and everything. So now she has to have a hysterectomy. So, yeah, everybody's like sick or is this crazy. But Mom and Ab were here today, and they stayed for a little while, and we had a good time. And I just hope nobody gets sick from being around Cindy today. Because I hope Mom and Ab don't get sick, and I hope they didn't carry in any germs from me and Sherm, because my immune system is very, very weak. But I'm really glad they came. I'm glad I got to see them. We had a good time. And I got Ab's phone activated for her. She brought it out here, and I called there and got it activated. And so I got her number and everything. So, yay, she got her new phone for Christmas, her new Samsung phone. Alright guys, I will let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.